Alright guys, I'm Kelvin Wilcox of Vapple Products here in Illinois, trying to wrap up the deer season here with some good friends of mine, Mike and Tracy Wise. And I want to welcome you to 2015 ATA show here in Indianapolis. Thank you for stopping by our booth, checking out our products, and potentially becoming a Vapple dealer. For the last 2 years we went live with Vapple online, and also we've in the southeast part of the United States we set up some dealers to just test the waters, basically to see how well our product works. Prior to that, for 3 years we tested our products out in the Midwest and also in the southeast to make sure what we've got, we didn't want to pursue something that we knew that wouldn't work just in a certain region. We want to work all the regions as far as the deer is concerned, but not just deer, but bear, elk, hog. Anyway, we found the right, correct aromatic formula, and so now here we are at the ATA show looking for dealers nationwide, and couldn't be more blessed to be able to share our product with you. I'm 100% confident in our product. If you check us out on our website, Facebook, social media, you'll see great reviews, and so we're looking forward to talking with you, working with you in the future. In the next 10-15 minutes, please check out this video that we put together, some clips of some hunts, our product being used on whitetail. And if you got any questions, please give me a call, and you can look me up on my website at www.vappleproducts.com. God bless. Safe hunting.
Hi, my name is Mike Wise. I was introduced to Kelvin Wilcox 3 years ago, and he was working on an experimental product called Vapple. So we talked extensively on it, and I told him that I was very interested in it. So we got all hooked up. He sent me some cover scents up to try out to see how it works on the Illinois deer. So in the meantime, I smelled them, I checked them out, and I thought, well, this ought to work. And lo and behold, on my second hunt, I went out, sprayed some leaves in a tree which was directly in front of me at 12 yards, and shortly, an hour after I was in, this giant came out. He was directly downwind. He stood there for a while. He got a good whiff of the cover scent. He turned and came right in on a string. I mean, if you watch close, you can see the leaves in the trees. The wind is blowing right to this buck's face. This is not an immature buck. This is a mature buck. He came into 12 yards, gave me a perfect shot, and I put him on the ground. So you guys enjoy this hunt and see how Vapple products work.
That's a giant.
Congratulations, Mike.
Thank you, sir, for coming out.
Guys. No problem.
Oh,
Beautiful.
That's nice to hear.
That was a
Nice job, buddy.
girl.
Yeah,
Good girl,
coming
baby.
up.
All right, guys, we gave this deer about an hour. But what I want to, before I go and we go start trailing this deer, I want to explain something to you. We had a deer feeding up here on our track that first thing before daylight, and down here in the bottom, this buck grunted. I mean, it sounded like a cow, and he pushed this doe up. But what I want you to understand is this: we have yet hunted this stand. This might sound crazy, but I want to promote what our Vapple product. The wind is out of the south. Okay, I'm pointing north. You can see this powder. When we first got in here before daylight, we soaked this place with powder, and I sprayed these leaves with our liquid. And that doe
when he pushed her up here, she came right to the fence, and that's where she stayed the whole time. Now the buck came over here with this other buck, and then eventually he worked his way down the fence row here. But between this, because if we wasn't using this, we'd have got busted when they come up that hill. So guys, I'm telling you, it goes against all that we know about hunting when it comes downwind. We try to avoid downwind. If the wind ain't with us, then we don't hunt that spot. Today the wind was against us, and I just killed probably one of the biggest bucks I've ever killed. Oh Lordy. We had this deer on camera. We've hunted this deer. We've seen him, me and Brian. We hunted a couple of nights west here, about a half a mile and three-quarters of a mile, and he come in late. A buddy of mine, Wynn, hunted him last night, and he came in 35 yards, and he's working his way back now. But guys, what do you think, Brian? Tyler?
Nice deer. Long leg beans.
Oh, I'm happy.
This hunt here was last October 2013. It's the first time I hunted this spot, and when I got to the stand, I had persimmon liquid, and I sprayed down a tree. As you can see here, this young buck came into the corn where he's been feeding. Again, we're hunting downwind. He smells the leaves where I sprayed the persimmon liquid. He comes all the way to the tree where I sprayed it at the base of my stand. When we hung the set, we had to cut this particular tree down, and so I soaked it pretty good with the liquid. He caught wind of it, and as you can see here, he left the corn, and he'll come to the tree. And of course, he's never been in this tree before. I mean, he had no reason to until this particular evening. So all I can tell you is when you've got a deer that'll leave corn regardless of size and will come to a tree and eat leaves, you feel like you got something. So we've tried this. I know this happened this past year also in Missouri. We get this a lot from our reviews, from testimonials where deer will come eating leaves or grass or wherever our liquid has been sprayed. So just a little video showing you how the deer, when they smell our product, they smell the flavor, they'll come and basically they'll eat anything that is sprayed on. Okay, here's Chris and Ryan in Ohio, 2013. This is the first time they hunted this property, first time ever using Vapple. And as you can tell in the video, they were hunting with the wind. They sprayed down with apple liquid, sprayed their boots down. Got to the stand within 30 minutes. Ryan tells Chris to turn around, and there he is, 20 yards downwind. And as you see, Chris is using the Vapple in the puffer bottle. 80% of it actually is airborne, which is the attractive part of it. And 20% falls actually around your tree. And as you will see, this deer comes into the base of the tree sniffing out that food source, which is the purpose behind Vapple. So this is another good example of how Vapple attracts and brings deer in downwind. By the way, this stand has never been hunted since '96. Wind coming out of the east. So tonight, we're going to put Vapple products to the test because the deer, where they're bedded, everything, they're coming from the east. So if I'm putting myself out on a limb right here because I'm backing the product, so I make the product. So tonight we're going to show you guys how well it works. It's too big of a gamble here. We got a good buck in here, and if I thought it didn't work and that would cover our scent, then we wouldn't definitely hunt this set tonight. But 2 years ago when we were experimenting with Vapple, this is the place was the place where we started trying it out on deer. This is the apple flavor. These deer for 2 years have acclimated this smell to food. So that's why tonight the east wind don't really bother me as much, because when they smell it, they're gonna be used to it. So this is the birthplace, the origination of Vapple.
Tell me about what happened, dude.
Man, we got in here, the wind's wrong. This is the first time this stand's been hunted since Brian's had it since '96. I talked about it earlier. The wind's blowing right at him. We sprayed down with apple flavor, Vapple. We had a small buck come in earlier, right till we got here, a little boogered. The big boy just came in. We put out our tractor. We didn't give him time. I don't know if he was eating on the tractor or not.
He was right there.
I didn't give him time.
I was keeping him center focused. I didn't care.
I didn't give him time. But I said, you know, and I've just had the shakes, man, bad.
He definitely smelled it. I mean, he came right to it.
Yeah, I mean, I was just,
because that's the first time I've seen a shooter all year that close. He's a great buck. I'm tickled. Lindsay Branch, part of our Vapple Pro staff team. Lindsay, what's going on here in this hunt we had last year in Kansas?
Kelvin, this footage is from last November with an encounter with a 150-inch 9-point that we had downwind from us. He actually came in following a doe, and we had the opportunity to use this Vapple product to bring him in. He started out at 115 yards, and as you'll see by the end of the video, he wound up 4 yards from the base of the tree.
When he came in, I'm assuming you thought he was coming the other direction, but I know he snuck around you here. And what happened there is, I'm assuming you just took out the Vapple powder and started just puffing it to him, didn't you?
I did. He, like I said, he came in downwind. We missed the footage of him actually mounting a doe, but a few seconds back in the video, you could see when the product actually hit his nose. It's a fine powder, and it carries a long ways.
Yeah, I know right here, this is one thing that we've seen a lot of is when they start coming in and licking their chops like they are right now, it's really getting to them. I think, we knew a deer is neophobic, and but there's something about what we've made here that is just will bring them in. And even though they are downwind, I think this day the wind was pushing 20 miles an hour. And another thing here, is 90% of our product is airborne, and the other 10% actually falls around you, which creates also a scent barrier. Go ahead.
It does, and through the last few years of using the product, we found that it works best 2 different ways. We mix it in with our corn, and decide to use our powder formula, and the deer actually smell it. They quickly associate that smell with food. The other option is the situation that we had happen with this deer, is that deer are curious animals, and this smell is something that just drives them crazy. This deer that you're watching, we never had on camera one time, and the first time he smelled it, he instantly decided to come check it out.
Well, I'll tell you what impressed me about this video is right here. You're 12 foot up in the air. And most people are watching this. They know that sign right there. I mean, he's gone. But I know you are pouring the powder to him. And what's going on in a few seconds is really even more amazing, because I know then you just started emptying the bottle. He's right now just absolutely trying to find out what's going on.
The amazing thing is, Kelvin, he was at this point 5 yards maybe from us. We were 12 foot off the tree. There was 2 people in the tree, and it just really settled him down, and we were able to have an opportunity for a shot.
Well, that sold me, and I hope it sold others watching this. I know right now we've got the flavors that are available right now. We've got apple, persimmon, white oak acorn. We've got peanut butter and vanilla. And right now we've had success with all these products. And I'm looking forward to hearing back from you guys when you get the opportunity to have this type of encounter. Just please shoot us an email, and please visit our website at www.vappleproducts.com. God bless and safe hunting.